Welcome to the call-up with me, April Marie. On today's episode, we'll be spotlighting the Capitanes of Mexico City. And spearheading that team is none other than their head coach, Ramon Diaz, who's got his team of experienced veterans and young talent.
If they play switch here and this guy is helping, you have Trey here, right? Vamos, let's go. Hey, from the beginning, guys.
Hey, from the jump, 48 minutes. Win on three, 1, 2, 3.
Next action, next action. If you don't have clear the one-on-one, play dribble, play snap or something. Don't stop the ball, keep playing. I cannot win alone. You cannot win alone. We need of everyone to win. This is a real thing. If we want to win the championships, it's the only way to do it.
You know what is the problem? We are playing soft in both sides. It's not their fault, it's our fault.
Talking about Trey or Michael, no, for me it's so easy to coach them. They understand perfectly when they are playing good or bad.
We are playing soft in both sides. We are doing foul. It's not referee foul, it's our foul. Play defense and everything is going to be fine here in offense. If not, we are going to have turnover. We are going to miss a lot of playoffs. Play hard, come on!
Our identity is play hard defense, play hard every time, and we didn't yesterday night. But in this moment, if you don't have this kind of leader on the court, it's difficult to express them, hey, you need to change something. You need to do another thing. You need to think not only in yourself, you need to think that you can do something extra for the other ones. I feel very good telling the young one what you need to do to play in the next level. I like to tell the veteran one what you need to improve to come back to your last level. I think I'm enjoying now my moment in this league, and hopefully I will be here a lot of time.
Next one, next action, next action. Paint touches. Move the ball a little bit more. Try to involve everyone. Move the ball a little more.
So, coach, teniendo a más de 3 jugadores que ya han tenido la experiencia de jugar en la NBA, ¿qué es lo que usted espera de ellos entonces como líderes de este grupo?
Bueno, yo creo que tienen una misión muy importante que hacer dentro de este equipo, ¿no? La primera, por supuesto, ¿no?, es ayudarnos a seguir creciendo como institución, como franquicia. El hecho de que ellos estén jugando para nosotros hacen que mucha gente alrededor del equipo pues, esté más interesado en ver nuestros juegos, en seguirnos, y eso es muy importante, ¿no?, para el crecimiento de la institución como tal. Después tienen una labor muy importante que, por supuesto, es ser los líderes dentro de la cancha, asumir que ellos son los que en un momento determinado, pues como ayer pasó, que Trey dio un paso adelante y ganó el partido, fue capaz de cerrar el partido, ¿no? Ellos tienen que ser capaces, si quieren volver a la NBA, tienen que demostrar que están capacitados pues, para ganar y para resolver cosas. Y para mí, la tercera pieza, ¿no?, la tercera clave, que creo que están haciendo un increíble trabajo, es nos están ayudando a desarrollar a nuestros jóvenes, ¿no? No son solo líderes que están pensando en ellos mismos como el jugador que tiene que regresar, sino están dejando su granito de arena aquí en el equipo, ayudando a jugadores como Malik, como a Diego, como a Maosiña, ¿no?, a ser mejores jugadores.
Y reconociendo que demasiados sus jugadores, pues el sueño de ellos de llegar a la NBA o de recibir un call-up durante la temporada. Entonces usted, como entrenador, ¿cómo es que usted se enfoca en ayudarles de lograr esa meta?
Ellos tenían muy claro desde que empezamos las conversaciones antes de ficharlos que Capitanes tenía 2 objetivos muy claros, ¿no? Uno es intentar ser competitivos. Al no tener un equipo NBA por encima nuestro, nosotros tenemos que pensar todas las noches en ganar, en estar en lo más alto posible en el standing, pero sí que tenemos otro objetivo intrínseco dentro de esta liga, que es, uno, ayudarles a ellos a regresar a la NBA, y que ellos sean parte de nosotros como staff en ayudar a los jóvenes, ¿no? Creo que eso estuvo muy claro desde el principio. Ellos han asumido ese rol de enseñar un extra, esa experiencia de NBA, ese conocimiento del juego de NBA, que muchas veces para el staff no es tan sencillo tocarlo, sentirlo como lo sienten ellos, y creo que, como te he dicho antes, ¿no?, están haciendo un trabajo excelente en cómo ayudarnos a ser mejor equipo.
Bueno, y usted mismo lo ha dicho, los Capitanes es el único equipo en el G League que no tiene una relación con un equipo afiliado en la NBA. Pero aún así, este equipo logra conseguir a talento de alto calibre cada año. ¿Por qué cree usted eso?
Yo creo que es una gran pregunta, ¿no? Yo creo que es una cosa que a veces nos puede perjudicar porque no tenemos two-way, no tenemos assignment, pero hay muchos jugadores que quieren venir a jugar con nosotros porque al no tener ese tipo de jugadores, ellos van a tener el rol de two-ways o assignment dentro de nuestro equipo, ¿no? Y para ellos al final es importante tener la confianza de la institución, la confianza del entrenador, del staff, en que ellos van a ser los jugadores importantes y los que van a liderar. Entonces, los jugadores como Trey, como Juan, como Michael, quieren venir con nosotros porque creen que es el momento perfecto y el sitio perfecto pues, para enseñarle a la NBA que siguen estando ready, ¿no? Para jugar.
Coach Diaz and his staff bring a vast amount of experience to his bench, making the Capitanes one of the most exciting teams to watch this season.
Buenas noches.
What's it like having a game like this in Mexico City?
Stick around as we'll be back with more on our spotlight on the Mexico City Capitanes.
México, fuerte los aplausos para Juan Toscano!
Welcome back. Four-year NBA veteran Juan Toscano-Anderson knows just how much representation matters and is proud to be a member of the Mexico City Capitanes, serving as the face of the Latino culture as the first Mexican-American to have won an NBA championship with the Golden State Warriors in 2022.
Well, first and foremost, I appreciate the fans that I do have. It's an honor, to represent Mexico and Mexicans in the G League and the NBA tree. So that's pretty cool to go on the road and have people cheering for me.
His coach and his teammates also sing his praises as a great finisher on the offensive end, while also playing tenacious defense as well. Shortly after, Juan Toscano-Anderson did indeed receive a call-up, signing a one-year deal with the Sacramento Kings, showcasing his versatility in the first month of the G League season. Nevertheless, he was very complimentary about the Capitanes' young talent and stated recently how excited he is about the future of basketball in Mexico City.
I think it's really important. Leadership is fluid, right? We're all learning. I don't have all the answers. Sometimes we look to Ramon, but realistically, he doesn't even have all the answers, right? He's learning, we're all learning, Mike's learning, Trey's learning, even the young guys are learning. But I just share my experiences with them, what I've been through, and that's the best that I can do is just share my experiences because that's all I know, right? And I think we have a lot of young talent on this team that has a chance to get an opportunity in the big leagues, and so I think it's really great because. Coaches aren't on the floor, and I think he's humble enough to understand that, and I appreciate that he allows us to, speak openly, speak freely. It's a team, right? And I think he's the epitome of showing that this is a team. I'm not just calling all the shots. He allows us to be us, and I think that's really important, and that's why I'm really happy here.
And you really could have gone to play anywhere in the G League, but why choose to go to Mexico City when you could have realistically played somewhere in the States?
Because one day I'm not going to be able to play basketball anymore, and it's bigger than basketball. I understand my presence. I understand, who I am to the young kids, millions of kids in Mexico. I understand, what I've been through to get to the NBA, and I can be an example, for people who live real life. Everybody's not Steph Curry. Everybody's not LeBron James. Everybody's not going to get drafted, but then what do you do after, you fail? And so, like I said, it's bigger than basketball. So I knew what I was capable of doing off the court, the power that I have off the court in regards to just influencing kids. And also I want to be a part of, what's to happen in Mexico City. I know the NBA is trying to put a basketball team there, so I want to help that happen. Hopefully one day I can be a part of that. Like I said, I won't be able to play basketball forever, so then what am I going to do after? So I'm just thinking about things off the court.
You mentioned that your number one priority and goal is to be happy. How has recently becoming a father influenced that?
There's no reason to be upset. For me, it's perspective, right? My son's my biggest blessing. Everybody sees me playing basketball, everybody sees me winning a championship, making it to the NBA, but those are fleeting feelings. I won a championship 2 years ago. I'm out of the league. I sat on the bench a lot last year. I was very, high and low, and that's life, right? You might get a job, you might get a new job, you may not have the job that you want, right? But I feel like being a father is very consistent, or that's how I look at it. I can wake up and be the best father that I can be every day, and so it's the best thing to happen to me in my life. I mean, it's better than winning championships, it's better than making it to the NBA. It's the best label I can ever have, being a dad. So I'm extremely excited about that. That is the best.
And regardless what happens out on the court, the future looks bright for Juan Toscano-Anderson, who knows that it's always been bigger than basketball. We'll be back with more. Welcome back. Former NBA Rookie of the Year Michael Carter-Williams shares his insight as one of the more experienced leaders of this Capitanes group, highlighting why the G League is now the best option for his career.
Michael Carter-Williams, after the ball was tipped, romping down the floor and slamming for his first NBA bucket.
Welcome to the NBA, young fella.
House a little too far out. Clark's got it. Oh. Michael Carter-Williams. There it is. 26 three-pointers for the Houston Rockets, a new NBA record.
Michael, with someone with your level of experience entering the G League for the first time, how does this situation differ or compare in comparison to other rookies barely coming in trying to make their way to the NBA?
I mean, obviously, it's a big difference. I've experienced the NBA for 10 years, so all the luxury things that we got to experience, it's a little different in the G League, obviously. So it's a good experience, though. I mean, I've been having a lot of fun. But yeah, I think the biggest thing is just the travel.
So you said worse for me. Give me a little bit of more depth into that. Why is that? Do you feel more pressure?
No, I just think I'm used to. I'm used to a certain level of they come in with, I got this hunger to make that next step. And for me, it's like I've been there. It's like, okay, now I want to get back.
Do you feel like it's starting to really kind of bring out that get it out the mud mentality from you once again because of the changes?
For sure. There's that extra motivation to be like, okay, I've been, out with an ankle injury for a little while, and I got to show that, I can still play. So when I go out there, I definitely have an extra chip on my shoulder. I think it's always with me, I'm a big project guy, so I like to, complete things. It takes some, big mental space to, really be like, okay, I'm going through ups and downs. My ankle hurts one day, it doesn't hurt the next day, but just to keep pushing through to get some consistency was, kind of my biggest, motivation.
And early on in your career, you were being compared to the likes of players like Jason Kidd, even playing underneath him during your time with the Bucks. But did you find that comparison to be a motivating factor at that point in time in your career, or did it actually have a negative impact?
Honestly, I didn't think about it too much. I kind of was focused on, myself and what I, needed to do. Obviously, it's, a big compliment for, a guy, of his stature, but yeah, I didn't pay attention to it. I think I was so young, I just didn't know, I didn't know to take it as motivation. I didn't know to, it just kind of went one ear out the other, and I just kept being like, okay, I just got to focus on, kind of the tasks at hand.
And now you're reunited once again with Trey, and I say that because you guys were drafted back in 2013 in the first round. How does it feel to now be able to play alongside him in the G League in pursuit of wanting to go back to the NBA?
Yeah, I mean, Trey's a great player. He's done great things in the league, in the G League. Wherever he goes, he pretty much plays the same and does his thing out there. I've known him for a long time, from going to camps together to being drafted together, high school, college, playing against him. So it's good to be, on the same side of the ball as him.
Is there something that you feel like he's taught you that's resonated?
Yeah, I mean, I think just watching, us, him, me, Juan, him, Kenneth, us being able to look at each other every day and be like, okay, our goals are similar. How can I help him, get back to the NBA? And those feelings are reciprocated, from all of us. So it's a good group that we have, very unselfish, but we all know, kind of the ultimate goal is to, get back to the league, and we want to help each other do that.
And was the decision to even enter the G League one that came to you rather quickly? And why was it ultimately the right choice for you at this particular time?
Actually, Juan was the one who, hit me up about coming to Mexico City. I was gonna wait, as long as I could to try to, get on a team or get to camp somewhere. But things didn't, they didn't work out, and I didn't want to be that guy who, was just, sitting on the sidelines, kind of just waiting for, a call up or waiting for a guy to get injured to try to play. For me, it was like, I need to get back on the court. I need to play. I need to, feel what it's like to be on the court, for 30 minutes again and just play ball. And then from there on, things will take care of themselves. So I'm in that process now. And, for me, it was like, I just want to be out there.
Gives to Green, back to Curry. Carter Williams is there.
Watch the defense. They're locked in. Boosh doing a good job. Here comes MCW. Gives up. Look at Steph get it back, but MCW.
What do you feel like you can offer an NBA roster today?
I think I can offer a veteran presence, on the floor and off the floor. Someone who can come in and defend and get guys in position, to be successful. I think that's one thing I do best is motivating and getting the best out of my teammates. That comes from things, on and off the court.
Stick around, as we'll be back with Trey Burke, who gives us great insight on the importance of keeping a strong mind.
Throughout my career, sometimes I got off that path, and it shows. And I believe that's why my story will be special, because I think I inspire people in that way and to never give up. That's why I don't take the G League experience lightly.
Welcome back. Coming out of Michigan and now a 10-year NBA vet, Trey Burke has made a new path with the Capitanes and is able to reflect back on both moments of failure and growth, recognizing the importance of finding balance on and off the court.
Half court, Trey Burke. Yes! Oh! That is a Trey.
I love it.
So you've been a hooper now for over a decade. What do you feel like your journey has taught you and revealed to you about yourself?
A lot. I think, basketball is a game that reflects life in general. So for me, just going through ups and downs in this game, from wins to losses to, just being in different cities and having to adjust to different, coaching styles and systems and, different teammates, and it's a grind. It's a grind for sure, but I appreciate it. I've embraced it. I'm at a point in my life where I'm actually having fun with it again, because at one point I had lost the fun in the game and I was just playing, it was just like, all right, this is what I do. So just to have the fun back in it and to really enjoy it, on my way back to where I know I belong, I don't resent it. I'm not bitter anymore. I'm just really getting better. I think I'm in my prime now. Being 31 years old, I'm out of my 10-year career. I probably only played 6-7 years. So I think I have a lot of mileage and a lot of left in the tank, and I'm just enjoying it at this point.
Before this interview even started, you mentioned to me enjoying the fact that in Mexico City, you have the opportunity to be by yourself, like the solitude. Why is that so important?
It's been a lot of quiet time for me, a lot of solitude, just being able to go deeper within and to learn more about yourself. I feel like I've gotten a better relationship, my faith, closer to the God I believe in. So I think all of those things is important for everybody. And if you want to do your job at the highest level, I believe that those small things matter. Your personal mental health and how you're doing as a person before you go out there in front of thousands of people. So.
Even through your responses to me, I can hear the growth and the experience. You seem as somebody who's just gained so much wisdom throughout the years. As one of those experienced vets, what kind of advice are you providing now to the younger rookies, and what kind of advice are you seeking from them?
I learn from them as well, but I think the advice that I give them is things that I wish I had, things that I wish people told me coming in. Working on this, working on your mind, because that's 85%, 90% of the game, and making sure that's right, making sure you're okay as a person, making sure you're doing the proper things on a daily basis to take care of yourself first before you just indulge into what we call this job. So it goes further than just basketball. I think life lessons in general, showing them examples of, you know, how to be, you know, become who they want to become as professionals, because I've been through that. So I think I have a lot to give with that. So like I said, I enjoy it. I kind of ramble a little bit, but I enjoy that, and I get, I feel like that keeps me youthful. That keeps mileage on my body. So that's why I don't take the G League experience lightly. I don't look at it like it's just the G League. I look at it like, because it's going to be a part of my story that's going to be a greater part, because it's like a lot of people look at it like, dang, he down right now. But really, in this moment, I'm building myself all the way back up to get to where I once was, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And that's all I can ask for, really. Have fun with this. Again, that's a 2 to 3, 4 hour conversation. I won't go deeper into that, but I think basketball resembles life. And, you know, with the just 5 guys on the court, it's teamwork and things like that, how you approach and prepare before practice is the way you're gonna practice. How you approach and prepare before a game is the way you're gonna. And it's just a lot of principles. It's a lot of things that you have to commit to that go hand in hand with life in general. And that's why I think sports in general, if you look at it and view it and approach it the right way, it can help you in life.
Great insight and inspiration coming from Trey Burke. Definitely some wise words that we can all apply to our daily lives. For now, I'm your host, April Marie, and we'll catch you guys next time.